Hi friends, welcome back to the channel.
Thank you.
Today we are bringing you the ultimate pack and list. So if you have got a trip booked here to Zante, stay tuned.
Come on.
We are going to be telling you all the things that we think that you need to bring when you're coming to Zante. Things that are expensive to buy here, things that maybe you haven't thought of, and things that we think you need to bring to make your trip even better. So let's get started with number one.
Number one is pharmaceuticals and kind of like stuff that you would get from a pharmacy. First in that list would be SPF. Now, of course, we all know the importance to wear SPF. One thing that you need to know with regards to Zante is that it's really quite expensive to get it here. So make sure that you actually got the brand that you want at the price that you can get it before you get here. Second, mosquito repellent, absolutely key. It can make or break an evening. Even with us being out here for a number of years, we still haven't got used to them, and it can absolutely ruin everything, can't it?
I get a bit in the lies, guys. They absolutely love me. The mosquito repellent here, I just haven't found one that works. Mind you, I haven't found a mosquito repellent that actually works, but the ones here are really expensive. Like, I got one from a pharmacy last year and it was like €15. So bring your mosquito repellent. It is a must.
And that kind of thing goes for a lot of the things on here. You may think, oh, I could just pick it up when I get there. Don't forget Zante is an island, and therefore everything, pretty much everything other than the olive oil and some of the veg that's grown here is imported. So with that in mind as well, any kind of painkillers that you would bring, paracetamol and ibuprofen are ludicrously expensive on this island.
Yeah.
And one thing that you may not think is antihistamines. Now, obviously, back in the UK, where we're from, it would be there for hay fever and all that kind of stuff. You don't really get hay fever here. However, at certain times in the year, I absolutely kick off, don't I?
May kills you.
That's Sammy. Hi, Sammy. Do you want to be on the channel?
Hello, baby.
Is he in shot? No, he's even out of shot. I don't know if it's grass pollen or tree rot or whatever they say it is at different stages during the year, but there are at least a couple of times during the year where I literally cannot function without it. And our friend Sam actually brought the big single dose purple ones from Boots. Apparently they were groundbreaking for last year or so, and they were brilliant, all day coverage. So yeah.
Things like that are really expensive to buy here, so just make sure you bring them paracetamol, ibuprofen and antihistamine. Now this isn't necessarily a Zante specific one, so I can't say that word, sorry, specific. I can only say it after I've said it wrong the first time. Number two is a digital backup of your passport. This is just a general travel hack, but the amount of people that don't have a digital backup of the passport blows my mind. Put it on a Dropbox, put it on a G Drive, even put it in your email drafts and just leave it in your drafts box. Just have it somewhere. Please back up your passport. Another one that is anti-specific because specific is
Nailed it.
we think it's a must is your driving license, because we think you need to hire a car when you come for your trip here in Zante, because there's so much more to see than the resort that you will be staying in. So if that's something that you are interested in doing, see the video above, because we have made a very helpful, little informative video with everything that you are going to need to hire a car.
Number three is checking your roaming. Again, this is kind of anywhere that you're going, but obviously since Brexit, if you're coming from the UK, you can really get stung. So make sure you have got EU roaming on your package. And if not, there are a number of companies that now offer international eSIMs where you can just virtually plug it into your phone and use that while you're away. Generally, they work out a hell of a lot less expensive. When we go to likes of Thailand, we get a 30-day SIM and
Tourist SIM.
Yeah, you just use your phone as in you would. So that's huge. Make sure you double check that and don't get stung. In with tech as well, things that we've kind of always used, and that is extensions. Obviously, you bring your travel plug. Everyone brings a travel plug or forgets it and buys one. Make sure you pack your travel plug. But what we generally will do is we'll bring something like an extension lead as well, with 4, maybe 5 plugs on there, because you've used it so many times when you wanted a hairdryer, straighteners, charging your phone, all that kind of thing. Also, don't forget, you can now get those kind of things, with also USB ports in them as well. So you can still be charging your devices via the USB port while you use up all the other plugs as well. So yeah, if you're interested in certain particular ones that we would recommend, check out the link below, and I'll include some of those as well.
Number 5, now we think this is quite an important thing to bring here, especially to Zante, because the use of single-use plastics here in Zakynthos blows our mind. Everyone's pushing, look after the turtles, save the turtles. So we would recommend that you bring a refillable water bottle. When we say a refillable, if you can get your hands on a Stanley or a Yeti, they are the best. Obviously, we drink a lot of water, and living out here, we take our water bottles everywhere with us. Every time we go to work, we take them. We go to the beach, we take them. And Stanleys and Yetis are the best ones that keep your drink ice cold. Now, you can have these in direct sun in the middle of the beach, and they will stay freezing cold for like 12 hours.
Oh, yeah.
No word of a lie. Honestly, they're amazing. So if you can get your hands on them, get them.
However, you've had a certain type of Stanley and it's leaked.
Yeah, I will link my favourite Stanley in the drop down below. They're expensive, but oh my God, they are worth it, honestly.
We have spent fortunes on water bottles.
So much money on water bottles. We've tried them all.
It's anti-leak, it won't leak. Yeah, we will link below the ones that
Yeti and Stanley are the best, but Stanley is better than Yeti because Stanley keeps your drinks colder. So yeah, basically it's a better way to just try and do your bit, you know, instead of buying bottles of water all the time. You can buy the big 5-litre bottles and then just top up from there, take it down to the beach, take it to the pool. Also, if you like something in your water, like I do, I like a little bit of flavour.
This is key.
Cordial is really hard to come by here. It's
weird, they don't like it.
They just don't have cordial. People might know it as diluting juice, I don't know what people call it.
Squash.
Squash, yeah. It's really difficult to find. Like, guys, you cannot find it. And when you do find it, it's ridiculously expensive. So what we always say, you can get the little drops, the Robinson's drops. If you're coming out with kids and stuff and they like something other than plain water, do not expect to find cordial here. So bring that with you.
We have family bringing them out for us kind of whenever they come out. Note to family, anyone watching, don't forget those and Percy Pigs.
Now, I'm not too sure legally if this is even allowed. So if it is, do your research. This is on you guys, but you know.
This is not research.
There are loads of cats and dogs here that like food. So if you can stick a few little bits of cat food or dog food or some treats maybe in your suitcase. Dreamies or, you know, cat dog food. They love it. It's quite expensive to buy here. So yeah.
Just to be clear, I don't think I've ever come across a cat or a dog that hasn't liked food. So I mean, that ticks all the boxes. And the last one is actually one that we didn't think would actually get as much attention as it has. We filmed a video down on the beach the other week, and we used for the first ever time these, they're not sunbeds, but they're kind of rests, props for yourself.
Good for me back.
They're brilliant. Emma got them during the winter, and they're going to be what we use when we go down to the beach now. Because it's a nesting island and so many of these beaches are turtle nesting beaches, it's limited to how many sunbeds they can put down, and the sunbeds that they do put down are therefore more expensive. And if you're going to be going down there multiple times in your holiday, that can really rack up. So bringing your own kind of way to prop yourself up or the like on the beach, yeah, do that. Prop yourself
like you're a scarecrow. Don't mind me just propping myself up on the beach.
So yeah, a link in the description for the one that we would recommend. But they're not very heavy, they break down really easily, and you could put them easily in your case. If that's the kind of thing that you think you might need, check out that one, or keep in mind that you're going to have to pay every single time you go down to the beach.
So guys, that is it from us. We hope you found this helpful. If you did, give us a cheeky little like, and we will see you on the next one. Don't forget, we've got our Walkabout Wednesday walks, still working on the name, coming to you every Wednesday, and main channel videos of a Sunday at 6 p.m.
Thanks for watching. See you on the next one.
Make good choices.